John Bosco, whose feast day we celebrate on the 31st of January every year, was born in 1815 in the village of Becchi in northern Italy. He grew up on his parents' small farm. His father passed away only when he was 2. On the death of his father, his mother Margaret cared for him as well as his 2 older brothers. However, when she found it increasingly difficult to support themselves, John, as a small boy, helped his brothers tend sheep and grow crops on the farm, yet he grew up as a happy and imaginative child. From a very young age, John's mother, the Venerable Margaret, instilled devotion and charity into her son. Though the family was very poor, John always noticed how his mother provided the less fortunate for people who came to her for help. As he grew older, he began to think of becoming a priest, inspired by the dreams he had when he was only 9 years of age. However, he had no formal education, as he spent a couple of years with the traveling circus performers that came to his area. He thought he could attract the attention of other youths if he learned to first entertain them. So John learned acrobatics and magic tricks. In the meantime, his interest to become a priest was very strong in him. At that time, a kind priest, recognizing the boy's intelligence, taught him to read and write. By taking odd jobs in the village and through the help of his mother and some kind neighbors, John managed to finish his schooling and then was able to enter the diocesan seminary in Turin in 1835 and was ordained a priest in 1841. Even as a seminarian, he devoted his spare time looking after the poor boys who roamed through the slums of the city. Every Sunday, he taught them catechism and supervised their games and amused them with stories and tricks. His kindness soon won their confidence, and they became regulars at his Sunday school. Upon becoming a priest, called now by the name Don, Bosco knew very clearly in what direction his vocation was to be lived. The Industrial Revolution was spreading into northern Italy, resulting in a great deal of poverty, turmoil, and revolution on the streets in the city. The young priest Don Bosco clearly saw his vocation when he visited the prisons. He wrote, "To see so many children from 12 to 80 years of age, all healthy, strong, intelligent, lacking spiritual and material food, was something that horrified me." He knew that a new approach was required if he had to help them. He began to work among the youth, and he helped them live better and taught them about God as he went about caring for the youth who were abandoned by their parents during the Industrial Revolution. By now, Don Bosco had been considering founding a religious congregation to carry on and expand the work. Later, he also founded a congregation for women, the Daughters of Mary, Help of Christians, to take care of abandoned girls. Finally, to supplement the work of both congregations, he organized an association of lay people interested in supporting their work. Exhausted from touring Europe to raise funds for a new church in Rome, Don Bosco died on January 31st, 1888, at the age of 73. He was canonized in 1934 by Pope Pius XI. The work of John Bosco continues today throughout the world. St. John Bosco, pray for us.